good morning. One example on wedge friction was discussed in the last video. Another class of example is being discussed in today's class. I'll read the question referring to the figure. Two wedges A and B are used to raise another block C weighing 1000 Newton as shown in figure. Assuming coefficient of friction 0.25 for all the surfaces, determine the value of P for impending upwards motion of block C. So refer to the figure. There are two wedges A and B. Forces applied from either side. Force P. As this force is applied in this direction, this wedge moves towards left. The wedge A moves towards right. And as a result, the block gets lifted up. They are given the weight of the block. Then the coefficient of friction 0.25. Coefficient of friction 0.25 for all surfaces. And this angle is given as 120 degrees. So similar to the previous example, in all the cases of friction problems, analysis of friction, we have to draw the free body diagram. Consider each body separately and draw the free body diagram. So first of all, I'll consider this block C. Considering block C, what are the forces acting on it? The first and foremost is its self-weight. The self-weight is acting through the center. Since this is symmetrical, both the wedges are symmetrical, same load is applied from either side. This angle 120 degrees. Each of these angles are 60 degrees with vertical. The wedge inclined surface makes an angle 60 degree with vertical. Hence, the angle with that inclined surface makes with horizontal is 30 degrees. So much information we can have. The inclination of the wedge surface, inclined surface is 30 degrees with horizontal. Now, we have marked the first force 1000 Newton. Then normal reaction. There is contact between C and the wedge at this point. So at points at this inclined surface, there will be a normal reaction. The normal reaction means it will be perpendicular to the surface. Perpendicular to the inclined surface, there will be reaction R from this A to C. The reaction from A to C, I have marked RA. Since both are symmetrical, RA can be designated as R. Similarly, at this contact surface between C and B, between the wedge, there will be a normal reaction. So there will be a normal reaction. Normal reaction means it is perpendicular to the surface. So this is from the block B to the block C. So I have marked it RB, or that is the same as RB is the same as R. So the three forces we can easily mark. The self-weight, normal reaction from A to C and from B to C. Then there is friction. How will you mark the frictional force? The block is getting lifted upwards. So the friction will be acting opposite to the direction of motion. So the frictional forces are downwards along the plane. It is mu r. Here also it is along the plane downwards. So this is the free body diagram. So once you draw the free body diagram, simply apply the two equations. Sigma fx is equal to 0 and sigma fy is equal to 0. For that we have to resolve the inclined forces. So here the force W is downward. These two forces and mu r are on inclined surfaces. So we have to resolve them. So let us see. The angle between the inclined surface and the vertical is 60 degree. Or the angle between the inclined surface and horizontal is 30 degrees. Hence, the angle between the normal reaction and vertical will also be equal to 30 degrees. Now, we have to resolve it into two components. While resolving, these are the two components. This is 30 degree. So, this component, this will be R cos 30. And this horizontal component will be R sin 30, because the angle between the normal reaction and the vertical is 30 degrees. So this angle is measured from the vertical. So this will be r cos 30, this will be r sin 30. Similarly, here the angle between the normal reaction and the vertical is 30 degrees. So the two components, the vertical component, this will be r cos 30, and the horizontal component is r sin 30. So we have resolved the normal reaction components. Now come to the frictional force. Frictional force mu r, this plane, the inclination is horizontal, is 30 degree. So this horizontal component, this will be mu r cos 30, and the vertical component will be mu r sin 30. So this frictional force is resolved into two, mu r cos 30 and mu r sin 30. Similarly here, this frictional force, this plane is also inclined at 30 degrees with horizontal. So the component will be, this is horizontal component and this is vertical component. This is mu r sin 30 and this horizontal component is mu r cos 30. This force is mu r, this inclined force, which is mu r. This inclination is 30. So now we have resolved all the forces into horizontal and vertical components, that is in the global xy directions. Now simply write sigma fx is equal to 0, fy is equal to 0. So let us write down here. Please note, because of symmetry, Ra as well as Rb are same, is equal to R. Now considering the free body diagram of block C and writing sigma Fy is equal to 0 first. Let me write sigma Fy considering the equilibrium of all the forces in the vertical direction. What are the forces in vertical direction? R cos 30, R cos 30. These two are upward. So I will write 2 R cos 30. This R cos 30 plus R cos 30. Then downward forces, this mu R sin 30, mu R sin 30. So minus 2 mu. Mu is 0.25 R sin 30. Then the downward force is W, minus 1000 is equal to 0. So writing sigma Fy is equal to 0. 2 R cos 30, because this R cos 30 plus R cos 30, mu R sin 30, mu R sin 30, 2 mu R sin 30, minus 1000 is equal to 0. Here there is only one unknown R. Solving this, we will get R is equal to 674.74 Newton. So we have got the contact surface reaction between the wedges and the block. Now, what is our question? Our question is to find out the force P. So once we have got R, that is the only unknown here, we got from the first free body diagram. Move on to the free body diagram of wedge. Free body diagram of wedge, this is the wedge. Let us consider only one. From one side we consider, both are symmetrical. I am considering wedge A. The force P is acting from here. Force P acting from left. The self-effect of wedge is usually neglected. Then, in this surface, there will be a normal reaction at the horizontal plane. So there will be a normal reaction R1. That will be different. Then, from C to block A, from C to A, see from A to C it is in this direction. So from C to A it will be opposite. The normal reaction in this inclined surface RA, from this will also be R. From the surface C to A, that will be equal to R. Okay, so we have marked the known forces. Horizontal force P, the normal reaction R1 between the two surfaces, the normal reaction from C to A. Now what about the friction? how the wedge is moving? The wedge is moving towards right. So the frictional force will be acting towards left. So this is the frictional force here. Similarly, the frictional force in the surface. Here it is downward, so this should be equal and opposite. So this will be the frictional force at the inclined surface. So these are the various forces. Now we have to resolve it in x and y directions, the inclined forces, and then write down sigma fx0, sigma fy is equal to 0. So let us resolve. The force R, the normal reaction R, this plane is inclined at 30 degrees, so angle between the normal and the vertical will also be 30 degrees. So resolving it, the two components, this is inclined at 30, so this will be R cos 30 and this will be R sin 30. Similarly, mu R, this plane is inclined at 30 degrees, so the components of this will be, this angle is 30, this horizontal angle which it makes this horizontal is 30, so this is going to be mu R cos 30 and the vertical component is going to be mu R sin 30. So the two inclined forces, this mu R is making an angle 30 degrees, so the horizontal component cos 30, the vertical component sin 30. The normal reaction R makes an angle of 30 degrees with vertical, so this component, vertical component is R cos 30, the other one is R sin 30. Now write down sigma Fy is equal to 0. Let us first write here for the wedge, considering the wedge, I am writing sigma Fy is equal to 0. Sigma Fy equal to 0 we are writing first because we have to get R1. Once we get R1, we can get P. So the upward force is R1. Any other force acting upward? Yes, mu R sin 30. This mu R sin 30 is acting upwards. So plus mu R sin 30. Then this R cos 30 is acting downwards. So minus R cos 30. Okay. The three forces are 1, this one R1, mu R sin 30 upwards and R cos 30 downwards. So that is equal to 0. Let us substitute the values. We have the value of R from here. So sin 30 cos 30 mu, everything is known. So we can write R1 is equal to, go to that, R cos 30, 674.74 cos 30 minus mu R sin 30. Solving it, we will get the R1 as 500 Newton. So we get this normal reaction as 500 Newton. Now let us put sigma Fx is equal to 0. Consider the horizontal equilibrium. Horizontal equilibrium, when you consider the horizontal equilibrium, the horizontal force, this horizontal force is P towards right. So one force towards right is P. Any other? This mu R cos 30 is towards left. R sin 30 is towards left. Mu R1 is also towards left. So P minus mu R cos 30 minus R sin 30 minus mu R1 is equal to 0. So from that we can get P is equal to, take all these things to right side, mu 0.25, R 674.74 cos 30 plus R 674.74 sin 30 plus mu R1 0.25 into 500. So it will work out to 608.46 Newton. So this is yet another university question of Kerala Technological University, January 2021. And the two examples which I have seen in wedges, it is just you draw the free body diagrams and evaluate the equilibrium equation sigma fx is equal to 0 and Fy is equal to 0. Thank you. In the next session, we will be discussing ladder friction. Thank you.